Check, check. K6USY, Delta Mike 06. Anybody on frequency yet? K6USY, Delta Mike 06. K6USY, Delta Mike 06.
Hi there, DMO6, K6USY, K6MYC.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. Yeah, K6USY 1079 and Bozo 1100.
Very much got you there. Hang on a second. Judy's just getting dinner finished up here. Get you going in a second here.
Yep, and I have an early for you when you are available.
Hello, Peggy here. This is Kilowatt 6 Whiskey India Sugar.
Hey, good evening, Paul. 86SOK. Good evening. How are you?
Yeah, hi. Good evening, Fred. You're 5x4. Good signal out of the Bay Area. And, yeah, we were drying out today. No rain today, fortunately. And about 49, 50-degree temperatures, though.
Yeah, same here. No rain today and about the same temperature, but we're supposed to get lots of rain tomorrow, so we'll see. Yeah, here about 5x4 as well, so good conditions up to Placerville. Thank you, Paul.
Yeah, Roger. Nice to hear you again there, Fred, and we'll just stand by for net control. This is Kilo 6 Whiskey India Sugar in the foothills near Placerville.
Okay, Paul 73, I'll stand by as well. K86S, okay?
I hear you, Fred, and I hear you, Paul. Just 1 second. I'm just getting my Bluetooth working here.
Okay, good evening, Mike. 55x5. This is K6WIS.
Yeah, good evening, Paul and Fred. Are you 507 or 504, Fred?
I'm 507, Mike, and good evening, Judy. Yeah, I'm 507, 507.
I got it. Okay, I had it written down right. I just, when I have 2 sevens at the end of the, you know, Paul is 637 and you're 507. I thought that can't be right. 2 sevens at the end of the numbers. So I started to question my memory. Anyway, good evening, guys. Good signal from both of you. Fred, take one, and then we'll go over to Paul and see if he's got anybody else there. KD6SOK in the group, K6MYC.
Okay, Mike, yeah. Band conditions are not as great as last week. I still hear you, though, solid. It's just the band's going up and down a little bit. It's very windy out here right now. It's extremely windy. No rain yet, but very, very windy. Over.
Yeah, no, I haven't got the antenna quite on you. I'm a little bit north. Probably more optimized for Paul there, but you're good copy here, Fred. Very good, strong signal considering your 220 system. It's one of the better signals I've heard from you here on this band. Okay, on the wind, yeah, we don't have any wind here. It's been, the last couple of days, been very pleasant. Yesterday was very warm and sunny. Today it was warmish, not as warm because we didn't have any sun. We were kind of half-assed, overcast all day. So the temperatures were down a little bit, but still pretty nice. I was outside in shirt sleeves for a couple of hours at the end of the day. In the early part of the day, I was in town. I had a 9:30 doctor's appointment for a checkup, and then we did some other shopping and stuff. Finally got home about 1. And, boy, oh boy. Anyway, it was nice. I went out and tried to do a little work, and then I got a business phone call, and that was the end of that. So my day was kind of useless here at the ranch. Anyway, back to you, Fred, and then we'll shoot it to Paul and see how he's doing up that way. KD6SOK with K6 Whiskey India Sugar and perhaps others, K6MYC.
Oh, very good, Mike. Hey, did you know, I'm trying to think of the gentleman's call sign, K6GFJ. Did you know him?
K6 Golf Foxtrot Juliet, is that the call?
Yeah, K6 Golf Foxtrot Juliet.
Yeah, I don't know who that would be.
it looks like Gary Foster, Northern California DX Club. Well, I guess he passed away recently, last month. I didn't know if you knew him. He was big on HF and had a stepper IR relay, stepper IR antenna.
Well, I don't know. Was he wasn't the head of Step IR, was he? I think that guy's name was Mike something.
No, he wasn't, but he had a stepper IR on his roof. He passed away. I wanted to see if it was still available, but it was somebody already got it.
Yeah, no, I don't know him. Do you remember his name?
Yeah, hang on. Let me look it up. I have it here. Ross Forbes, K6GFJ. Ross Forbes.
Yeah, no, I don't think his path ever crossed mine. I did not know him, Fred. Over.
Oh, no worries. I just thought you knew him maybe, because you know a lot of people. All right, Mike, I won't keep you.
Oh, you're not keeping me, Fred. It's all good information. And may he rest in peace, I guess, huh? All right, let's see. Over to you, Paul, and then we'll stand by and see who else we should have. Tom in here, K6 Whiskey India Sugar, and some others. K6 Whiskey India Sugar, KW6S should be in here shortly. K6WIS, K6MYC. Go ahead, Paul.
Okay, thanks, Mike. K6NYC in the group. This is K6WIS. I just need to relay a couple of usual check-ins from the Clear Lake.
Oh, that's the perfect direction for W6PQL.
Got your PQL, hang on.
PPP. I had a short QSO with him from about top of the hour to about 7:15 tonight, over.
Okay, very good. So Kent, 160 and 336, Dave up there. And good, I'm glad you caught him here on 222. And I hear W6 Papa Queen London in here as well. I moved the antenna. Should have brought the signal up quite a bit, but it probably turned it off a little bit for Fred, but I'm pretty sure he can still hear me. Anyway, very good, Paul. How was your weekend? And I guess you guys got a lot of rain up there in Placerville, didn't you?
Yeah, a fair amount of rain. K6NYC, this is K6WIS returning. We had about half an inch on Friday, but then on Saturday it bucketed down. We got about 1.7 inches. And then Sunday was mostly clear, rain-free, but heavily overcast. Just a few drizzling on Sunday. And today was no rain, but just overcast, over.
Yeah, QSL. We're supposed to have our rain Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or something in the middle of the week here. They're telling us that we're going to have a Pineapple Express in here with lots of rain. So far over the weekend, we got less than something measurable, probably, I'm guessing, a 0.05 inch, less than a tenth of an inch, over.
Okay, right. So it never really got down far to the south. Here, the system, the band of the river, the atmospheric river, actually moved to the north after Saturday, and most of it was up near Reading. There was some flooding near Reading there, and your signal went up to an S6, went S4 to S6 when you moved your antenna, so it was pretty significant there, Mike, over.
I had you sort of on the edge there. The heading for you when you're bouncing off of Vaca or Mount Diablo up there is different than where Fred is. Fred's in Cupertino on the south end of the Santa Clara Valley, as you know. Okay, very good. Let me get it back over to Jim. W6PQL just broke in. I imagine he's hearing some of you. W6 Papa Queen London, go ahead.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, signals are way down right now. They will pick up later, I'm sure, but right now they're down. Probably will be on 6 meters before that happens. I'm going to go up 10 kilohertz and and see if Santa Barbara's in there tonight, and then I'll check in with you either here or on 6 meters. K6MYC, W6PQL.
Yeah, very good. How's your back doing? Any better today?
Yeah, back is okay today. I'm pretty much back to normal. There's just a little bit of discomfort in there, but it's basically all healed up. And unfortunately, though, I had to put my wife in the hospital today. She called her doctor for some ailments she was having, and the doctor didn't like the vital signs that she was describing, so she told her to go to emergency, and she's going to spend the night in the hospital for some tests, and tomorrow morning she's going to do some other tests, so hopefully they'll find out what's wrong with her. I think she's probably anemic. She's had fairly low energy for, a few weeks anyway, but nothing life-threatening. So that's it. That's the deal here.
Oh, boy, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, hopefully that'll just turn out to be something that they can correct easily and quickly, and I'm glad to hear that your back is kind of recovered more quickly than you expected. I thought you kind of indicated it might be bad for about 3 or 4 weeks, but apparently it wasn't as bad as you thought, so that's good. Sorry about the wife thing, and of course we'll be anxious to hear that she's not suffering anything too serious that they can't correct, but probably better to err on the careful side there. Boy, if I had to call my doctor, I won't even go into it today. I was at another doctor's office, and I had to call my doctor. My general practitioner had to tell him that it was okay for me to go to this eye doctor, my specialist, or the insurance wouldn't cover my visit to the eye doctor, the specialist. And I put the lady on the desk at this specialist on the phone with my doctor, and they went through half an hour's worth of conversation, and finally they came to the point that the approval for me to go see the other doctor would come along sometime in the next week. In the meantime, I would not be able to have the insurance company pay for my visit. So again, another $200 for another visit to my eye doctor. All because my primary doctor has to recommend it. That I go, but we thought we had this all sorted out over the weekend. It just goes on and on. This tsunami of screw-ups in the insurance companies is just unbelievable. Anyway, thanks, Jim. Hopefully you won't be bothered by any of that. Be a 6PQL for any final, and then we'll let you go up 10 K6MYC.
Okay, Mike. Well, I'll keep my fingers crossed. Hopefully I'll stay reasonably healthy. My ailments so far have been relatively minor, thank goodness. All right, 73 for now, W6PQL.
Roger, 73 for now. We'll see you in a little bit. Good luck with Steve down there. Give him our best. Okay, anybody else in the Bay Area for the Bozo Net, K6MYC, standing by.
Hey, Mike, I got a relay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, put down 711. K6MI was in here around, let's say about 7:10. He probably had to go somewhere tonight, but go ahead and put John down. K6USY.
We got John written in. Thanks much for that, Aaron.
PM6SR, number 432.
Okay, there's 432, another local call-in, but nothing from the Bay Area. Boy, the Bay Area people they're very unhappy with us guys over here. I think it has to be politically related or something. Anyway, I could move the antenna a little bit more back to the south. I should do that because we want to try and pick up. This should be pretty close to, yeah, where are we here? Yeah, this should be pretty close to KW6S. Tom, are you in here tonight? KW6 Sugar, K6MYC. Okay, nothing from Tom yet. KW6S, K6MYC. well, then back into the middle of the Bay Area. QRZ Bay Area Bozo Net 222 K6MYC WB6JNN. Jim, are you here?
Yeah, K6MYC WB6JNN. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. I didn't hear you call, but maybe I was off of you. You're a good, strong signal now. Go ahead, Jim.
No, I had a power supply problem, and I was fixing it, and just got back on here.
Well, we said a lot of nasty things about you, so I'm glad you didn't hear that when your power supply was down. Over.
Well, I have one old one here. It's a diamond that died on me here. Or got unreliable, so I bought a new one. But I hadn't bothered to get it put in yet. Well, now I have it in.
Oh, good. Okay. New power supply, yeah? All right. I've had very good luck with my power supplies, and of course here, all the big stuff, all the amplifiers that I have in the shack, and everything in the shack is solid state here. I've got a 2-meter kilowatt in here, a 432 kilowatt, a 222 kilowatt, an HF kilowatt or and a half, and they're all running right off the batteries. So they have a direct 50-volt line coming in from the batteries running right to the other side of the wall here, and then it's split off and goes to each one of the amplifiers. So that's clean. I don't have a power supply in the line at all running any of my amplifiers, which is about as efficient as I can make it. I do have one power supply in the line, and I hope to get that out of soon. We got another inverter that could take the 50 volts and convert it down to 12, and then I'll run everything in the shack here that's on 12 volts off of that. So everything will be running directly off the batteries, and I won't take all the power supplies out of the system, or at least remove them from feeding anything unless they're absolutely needed. So that's the plan. Everything is that way to this point, except for this radio, the 9700 and the FTDX 101. Everything else runs on. Well, I guess the power supplies for the rotators, that's all plugged into the AC line, which is off grid anyway. So that's still on the. Well, they have their own controllers, I guess, coming off the main AC lines in the house, so there's no way I can shortcut them. Anyway, back to you, Jim, and I guess you didn't get any flying in today, but who knows? How was your weather? You finally got cleared up. I imagine you did not have any rain today, right?
No, we didn't have any rain today, but it was bad enough to catch for it all day. They didn't like it out there. It was cold and clammy and, not very nice, so pretty much stayed inside. I was under the weather myself, too, because I stayed up real late last night, and then got up early this morning, and I just never quite recovered fully from all that. Getting old, In fact, Linda's in, 15 days, Linda's going to be 80, and then in another 4 months, I'll be 80. So, yeah, I think you know what that's all about.
In 4 months, you said you'll be 80?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you're just a young feller. In 4 months or in 3 more months, I'll be 88, over.
Yeah, I know. Well, anyway, I was just out of it today, so I just started recovering about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, somewhere in there after dinner. And then I got out here and figured out the power supply was not playing the game.
Yeah, what kept you up so late last night?
I was just fooling around and watching shorts on the internet and just wasn't paying attention to the time.
Who is Schwartz?
Shorts, those are the real short videos.
Oh, short videos, I got you. All right, very good. Well, I'm glad you're sort of half caught up. I'm okay sleep-wise. I fell asleep in front of the TV at news time here. Just finally got the fire started in the fireplace. When I'm gone all day, it kind of goes cold on me. It wasn't completely out, and I was able to start it with just the coals, but it takes a little fiddling to get it going. Finally got that going. As soon as it got warm by the fireplace, Mikey fell asleep. That's my routine. All right, thanks, Jim. Good to hear you. And we'll see if there's anybody else in the Bay Area. And I'm still looking for KW6S. Tom, I wonder if you're in there now. KW6 Sugar Santa Cruz, over. He has another net, so sometimes it's a little while before he gets over here. Anybody else in the Bay Area? K6MYC Bozo Net 222. Okay, not hearing anybody yet, so I guess what we'll do is we'll go up toward N6 Radio Oscar and ask his 220 system to work for the first 10 seconds, so at least we know he's there before the feline fails. So I'm going toward 300 degrees right now for N6RO. Here we go. Okay, N6RO, maybe you can get one word out before that thing goes out on you. N6 Radio Oscar, K6MYC, are you there? Paul, if you're still copying me, K6WIS, keep an ear out for N6RO. He's got a very intermittent feed line, and he may pop in at any time, so you might keep an ear out. You'll hear him up there when he comes on, I think. K6WIS, K6MYC.
Roger, Mike. K6MYC from K6WIS. I'll keep a listen out for N6RO. Nothing heard so far, though.
Okay, and I moved the antenna back. This is the peak on you here, over.
Okay, roger that. Yeah, you didn't drop Mike, Tony, maybe half an S unit when you headed up to 300, over.
Yeah, you were still in there, but you're much stronger now, much more readable. Very good. Anyway, I'll know, I guess we won't know whether he tried to get in here until we get over on 6 meters. Ken always checks in on 6, so we'll see him over there. I'm going to go on up and see if we got Bill, KO6JD in Roseville in there. Here we go. KO6KD, Kilo Oscar 6, Kilo Delta, K6MYC, and the Bozo Net, calling and listening.
Okay, Mike, yeah, K6WIS from KO6KD, number 776, checking in, over.
Yep, got it. You get, yeah, okay, you got that. Okay. Very good. Good evening. Obviously you didn't hear me this morning because I was almost on my way, and my driver got here at 8:30, so even if I had time to come in the shack, I wouldn't have been able to do it because we got busy talking about important stuff. Anyway, had a pretty successful day downtown. We went downtown with the idea of getting 4 or 5 things taken care of, and we did manage to get 4 of the 5 done. And I did find out you can buy gold from Costco. I have a bank account that doesn't earn any interest, and it had like quite a bit of money in it, so I thought I'm just going to start converting it to gold. And so I went down with a credit card, and it was very simple, and I bought an ounce of gold. I think it was $2,800 and something dollars, and it was $10 over spot. I don't think you can buy gold any cheaper than that. So I was really pleased with the gold price from Costco.
Oh, wow. No, I had no idea. That's out of my league. So I'm just lucky to try to pay my credit card balance off, which I haven't done yet. So, but I didn't know you could buy gold at Costco. Interesting. Well, they got everything else over there. So that's it's what you say, about $3,000 an ounce now.
Well, yeah, an ounce of gold right now, spot price is 28. What was it? 28. $2,819. $2,819 was spot price, and I paid $2,829 for mine. Over.
Well, I don't know. I'll have to talk to Paul up here, the PMR. He knows that kind of stuff, and he's a numismatist, and he deals in quite a bit with coinage, and he knows that stuff. But I believe he also knows something about precious metals. But for me, no. Precious metal is well, I don't even have two nickels to rub together anymore.
Well, you're not unlike. I just happen to have this left over. It was an account that just floating there doing nothing. It has a purpose. I won't go into it, but it has a purpose. But it's been languishing, and we looked at the statement the other day. Judy and I looked at the statement, and then we had for about $7,000 in the account, and it only drew 3 cents, 0.03. 3 cents worth of interest last month. So I thought, well, I probably should do something better than that with the money. Over.
Well, yeah, I would say in your case, definitely put it into a certificate of some sort, a 3-month or a 1 year or something like that certificate, and try to get about 3.5% on it. I don't know if they'll give you quite that much with only $6,000, but put it, if you're going to have it open, put it into a certificate and just let it sit there and do a little work. But that's less than a money market account at 0.03. That's well, anyway, but that's just the way it is. I know I've had a savings account for many years, and there's hardly anything in it. I think total I've gotten the last several years is maybe about $1 in interest. This is pathetic. Anyway, I won't keep you. I'll let you get, but just wanted to say hello on 222, and we'll look for you over on 6 meters. K6QFO, the noisy kid out of the Bay Area, is up in Pine Hill, Pleasant Valley, up there by Paul, WIS. So he's going to try to check in on 6 meters when you get around to him. So you might keep an ear open for him. Over.
Yeah, I didn't get the call sign. By the way, if I had done this a year ago, I had the account there and I had the same amount in it a year ago. If I had bought an ounce of gold a year ago, it would have only cost me a little over $2,100, so I would have made $700 on it this last year. Over.
Wow, $700 versus the $3 that you may have in it just sitting in the account.
Exactly, yeah. So you can see why there's no point in a certificate. The gold is very fluid, very tangible, instantaneous. It changes into whatever you want very quickly. Anyway, that's why I'm doing the gold. It gained 40% this last year. Over.
Well, I don't know how to deal with commodities like that, and I don't know how you can you change it. You got to go to somebody and they have to buy it, and then they'll pay you. You got to pay them to change it back, and that's going to take some of your profit out. So anyway, we'll talk. That's something we can talk about in the morning. But the guy I was telling you, K6QFO, Mike out of Campbell. He's actually up in their facility up there in Diamond Springs, down the street from Paul, K6WIF.
Okay, I know Mike, K6QFO. I just didn't get the call the first time. Very good. We'll keep an ear out for him on 6 meters here, and of course yourself as well. All right. Anybody else here in this direction? I don't think Darren is going to be in here because he doesn't have his transfer fixed yet. Is there anybody else on 220 that's copying me? Call in now for a check-in. K6MYC, Bozo. Nothing heard. I guess I should go to Nevada, but I'm not sure I'm going to get much up that way. Over.
Yeah, when are you going to be on 6 meters in this area?
Well, as soon as I get done, probably between 8:15 and 8:30. Over.
Okay, because I'm going to go on over to the, there's a local net on a local 220 repeater. Comes on at 8 o'clock between 8 and 8:15. I'm going to check into that. It's a lose it or use it net, so I'm just going to check into it in and out, and then I'll be back over around 6. So I'll try to look for you then after that. All right, 7-3 for now, KO6KD.
Okay, well, we'll be probably pointed your way in about 15 minutes. I'll talk local here for a while. But I'm talking, we pointed your way. I'm pointed it to Nevada the first 15 to 20 minutes of the net. So we should, you should hear us okay up that way. Thanks, Bill. 7-3 for now, and we can also look for you in the morning on 40 meters, assuming I can wake up in time. Take care. KO6KD, K6MYC, QRZ 222 Bozo Net. Anybody else? We are missing a couple locals here also. WA60YB should be in here, but maybe he's busy tonight. Okay, I'm heading up to Nevada here. There's Nevada. And let's see if we've got Larry in here tonight. N7 Whiskey Tango. N7WT. How about it, Larry? Are you going to ever check in again on the Bozo Net? K6MYC, over. Rob, why don't we, you and I and Aaron just chat for a couple of minutes and see if it's going to stir anybody up there. I don't know where you're pointed, Rob, but I'm pointed right to the Nevada boys. But Daniel up there doesn't have the 220 antenna up on the roof. He's only got 2 and 6. No, what has he got? 2 and 432 up. So 222 is still on the ground along with the 1296 antenna.
Well, neither of us can point.
Oh, that's right. You guys got those non-pointables.
Aaron, you blew it. I was going to tell him I'm pointed everywhere, over.
Yeah, there you go. You got the big lobe with a big lump on the front.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we like spreading our RF equally in all directions.
Oh, that's wonderful. You're so generous.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. The 10 gigahertz dish that ICOM sells that I have for the 905 comes vertical because I don't know why in Japan they're obsessed with vertical antennas. But one of the first things I did was modify that antenna to be horizontal. So I'll get up on the roof and I'll make some modifications.
There you go. Well, you know, in Japan, if you're not vertical, you can't even live because there's so many people. You get on the subway trains in the busy hour of the day, and you can't even sit down. You can't even fall down. You're squished in there. They have people with white gloves that shove people on the train until it's packed to the point where the doors barely close, over.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I think sometimes ICOM designs this stuff for people that live in apartments, and they can put a couple antennas out on their patio or something, and they all got to be vertical. But I don't know. Hi, Rob. K6USY.
Hi, Aaron. K6USY, KM6SR. Mike, we could maybe go over the people I missed in the beginning if you want to use up some airtime.
You mean get the people you missed? I'll let Judy read the 5 in groups of 5. Is that okay?
Sounds good. QSL.
Hi, starting with number 1, 1079, 1100, 637, 507, 336. Check.
Okay, I may have come in about that time. There 160 was in there too, right?
Next is 160, 1296, 711, 432, 285, 776, and I just put 47 in. Done.
Okay, I had them all. Thank you.
Well, we missed one, 285.
I have 285.
Oh, did she give you 285? I didn't hear it. I'm sorry.
Yep, I got it also, and she gave it to me. Over.
Okay, I don't know why I didn't hear that. That's Jim, WB6JNN. Okay. I was hoping that we'd get WA6AXX tonight, and or somebody like that. K6KLY also has 220 functioning, and there may be one other that's got quite a good 220 station, but AXX is just about gone from the scene here.
Yeah, it was probably easy for him to get out because he was doing a remodel and all that stuff, and he probably wasn't very happy with our political beliefs. Over.
No, he isn't. He isn't remodeling. I hear CW in the background. Let me listen. Okay, I heard CW, but that's way too weak for Larry, unless you're running barefoot, Larry. Just give me your call or your number. Go ahead to CW. K6MYC and the group standing by. Over. QSL 52. QSL 52. Thank you, Jim. W6PQL just worked 52 in Santa Barbara. K6MYC. Got it. Thank you, Jim. We got you. Thank you. Okay, N7 Whiskey Tango, we're still looking for you. N7WT, N7 Whiskey Tango, okay, 6MYC. Larry, are you going to join us tonight? I guess not. So the net is just about to be complete here. Let me go back and see if KW6S is here. I'll go back to east and west, and then we'll call it. Here we go. Rotating west and looking for N6RO. Nothing from N6RO as I passed over him. And here we are in 270 something. KW6S, K6MYC. Tom must have gotten tangled up in the net on the local net there. KW6 Sugar, Santa Cruz. KW6S, K6MYC. Tom? Okay, one last call. Anybody else, WA60IB or anybody in the San Joaquin Valley? 222, please, K6MYC. Okay, I'll leave the net, I'll leave the antenna where it is towards Santa Cruz, and we'll be monitoring here. But I'm going to go over, take a little tiny break, and go back over and pick up a 50.140. 50.140, 6 meters. K6MYC, clear here, but listening in the background.
Hey, Mike, I changed your frequency on the other radio to think you put the coax.
I can hear your 50 milliwatts, but it's quite weak, Aaron. You want to come back with full power, or did you lose something? Over.
You got me in a null. You got a lot of noise.
You have a lot of noise, but what's that got to do with your power? You're way down and weak, but why are you running 50 milliwatts? Over.
You said you're in a null, Mike.
Oh, I'm in a null. Okay.
Yeah, you have me in a null, and you have a lot of noise in that direction, so I'm turning you down towards me. I was just saying, make sure you switch your antenna to 6 meter, because I switched the band on your radio for you when I logged in to get everything set up, so just make sure you're on the right antenna.
Yes, I have it now. You didn't switch the band. I was already on the right band.
Right. I did that at like 7:10 when I logged in. Your radio was still on 40 meters.
must have done it simultaneously with my finger because I pushed the button and watched it go from the right screen to the left screen. Over.
Okay, well, I just wanted to make sure you're on the right one. I'm showing the right frequency, so just want to make sure you weren't putting 6 meters into your 40-meter beam.
Yeah, and when I did that, I switched over to 6 meters on the antennas at the same time I changed the frequency. Must have been the same time you did it. Over.
I don't know. As I said, I did it like an hour ago when I logged into the radio. So, no worries. We'll catch you over on 6 K6USY.
Okay, I won't argue with you, but boy, that was a no. I thought you said you were running 50 milliwatts, weren't you?
No, I've noticed on this band, if you're aimed at the lower part of the Bay Area, you got me nulled out pretty good. So you got to be either north of the Bay Area or south of the Bay Area, and then it's fine.
Okay, well, I'm going to come up a little bit because I have to be pointed toward Tom, waiting for him to check in here. Over.
Yeah, Roger. I'll meet you over on 6 meters, K6USY.
Okay, can you see the number on my screen?
Yeah, right now you're at 209. I can point you at the at Santa Cruz here. So we'll click on the 270 here, and you will hear me probably fade out a little bit. We'll see what happens. See here, you're at Monterey, and then Santa Cruz, and there it goes. K6USY.
Yeah, well, you're still pretty good copy here. That's 269 or something. Okay. I'd rather be shaded toward the Bay Area in case anybody comes in from the Bay Area. So put me at 278 or 279, okay? Because I can still hear Tom there.
He's doing it.
I can see you doing it. Okay, thanks, Aaron. He can hear me. I'm running power.
Yeah.
But I can't hear him because I'm in a null. I can hear you, but it's weak. All right, I'm going to 6 meters, guys. Here we go. Okay, 6 MYC, but I'll be monitoring on this frequency, beaming the Bay Area.
K6USY going to 6 meters.
Yeah, there you're down. You're 10 milliwatts. That was stronger that time. Much. You got about S2 signal here. Normally you're a lot louder than that, but I am pointed north.
Okay, I'm on the right antenna here, but anyway, very good. Thanks for the info there. Y'all sounded real strong to me.
Okay, well, here we are up toward Nevada. And I don't hear anybody in Nevada either.
WA6AJ727.
Okay, we got you, Mike. You're not in Nevada, but we'll take you. You're pretty strong for a Nevada station, Mike. How are you doing over there? You've been kind of quiet. Are you enjoying the fireworks on the political world?
Oh, yeah. Definitely not a dull day yet, huh?
That's for sure. We just can't seem to get the smile off our faces here.
Well, it's amazing. I knew the government wasted a lot of money, but at least we're getting details on how bad it is.
Oh, my God, yeah. It is just insane that NSAID Bureau giving away all kinds of money for all sorts of comic books to teach kids in Buenos Aires how to be transsexual and stuff. Those are good.
Yeah, I was listening about that stuff. Yeah, USAID. That's apparently, I guess that's been around for decades, and it's been corrupt for decades.
Yes, Judy said she thinks it started in 1961. USAID, US, not NS. That's why it's confusing.
NS.
Oh, Judy thinks it's NSAID, but it sounds more logical to be US.
Well, I thought it was U.S. I could be wrong.
Okay, well, we won't worry about it. We know what it is. It's corrupt, as you said. It's all left-wing political stuff, and all the money that pours into it goes to fairly useless situations.
They're all driving really nice cars.
Yeah, and apparently they're all driving nice cars.
Yeah, and from what I can see, the Democrats are the ones that are screaming the loudest about shutting it down. Doesn't surprise you, right?
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. If you're getting some loud screams, you know you're squeezing the right butt.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Okay. It's like if you're taking fire, you know you're over the target.
Yeah, well, I'm sure there's more to come.
Oh yeah, I got a kick out of Schumer today. He was all upset because we were put a 25% tariff onto Mexico, and he says it's really going to raise the price of your Mexican beer and the guacamole that you're going to buy when you're at the Super Bowl. You know, hell, if you could afford to go to the Super Bowl, that stuff shouldn't bother you at all, huh?
Well, that's for sure. They weren't screaming too much about prices before the election. Now all of a sudden they're worried about the prices going up.
Yeah, well, that's hypocrisy in spades.
Kilo Golf 6, Charlie Echo Fox, 982.
Oh, hi, Darrell. Good signal. KG6, Charlie Echo Fox, 982. I'm sure you can add your 2 cents to that pile.
Oh, what I caught of it. Yeah, I could, but I won't.
Well, don't be chicken.
I tend to agree with you, Mike.
Okay. Very good. Good evening to you. And according to Frank, I talked to Frank, he got about 1/10 of an inch up there. You guys must have not got much rain either. We didn't get anything that was even hardly measurable here, over.
No, yeah, we got a little bit. Nothing to speak of.
It's supposedly coming now. Judy says we got a Pineapple Express coming in Tuesday, Wednesday, or something this week.
That's a roger on that. That's what I understand. You know what? I honestly, I'd rather have a Pineapple Express. At least it's not cold, even if it is wet.
Yeah, well, I think instead of pineapples, though, I'd rather have just straight rain.
Well, as long as it's, like I say, as long it's warmer, and I like it like that. Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Let's see. Rob's in here. You got Rob, Judy. This is the 6-meter one. We got Aaron and his wife. And we could probably check John in. John would be here, but he's at a concert or something, so put 7-11 down.
K6USY 1079 and Bozo 1100.
And Golf Yankee,
well,
WB
the problem with the Pineapple Expresses and being warm is that means that we're not going to get snow.
Yeah, they don't make snow go. Snow goes doesn't go with pineapples at all, does it? Good evening, Phil. We hear you. Stand by a second, Aaron. WB6GGY. I'm pointed due north. We're trying to wake up Nevada, but we got no action there. I don't know where Richard is tonight. Richard's usually there, and Larry hasn't been checking in hardly at all from up that way. So we're getting nobody out of Nevada all of a sudden. WB6GGY. Hope you had a good day. You and Barb. K6MYC.
They're all over in the red light district.
Who was that?
Just saying, guys in Nevada, they're all over in the red light district.
Yeah, the guys from Nevada something, but you're very weak. I don't know who it is that said that. Can somebody relay that for me?
Yeah, he says they're over in the red light district. There was his reply. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, I think the guys that live there know when and when not to go to the red light district. I don't think now's the time. Anyway, good evening, Phil. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay. And Bill and I chatted for a while here this morning. Okay, I'll be on the side. WB6GGY. Thank you for taking my check-in. WB6GGY in Twain Hart.
Okay, let me correct the number I gave you the other day for Judy. I'm not going to give you the whole number, but I'll give you the last four. I had it reversed. It's 6562, right, Judy?
Yep.
Yeah, 6562. I think I said 6265, but I may have it backwards. And I did. So 6562. The rest of it was okay.
6562. Copy.
Yeah, and so she's waiting for Barbara's call at any time. Over.
Roger on that. 6562. I'll relay that to Barbara.
Okay.
And thank you, 73.
Yeah, who was the station that told us about Nevada and the red light district? I didn't know whose voice that was.
Hi, Mike. Yeah, I didn't have the amp on here. K6MYC, WA6LOL. Hi, Judy. 856.
856. Okay, you're very weak, Dave. You must be pointed away from me.
Oh, I'll be darned. Hang on, let me, that's a different antenna. That should be aimed at you. Yeah, I'm not sure why I should be weak here. I got the amp on now. Maybe my antenna is pointed someplace other than at you.
Yeah, well, it's okay. You're Q5 now. It's just that when you were making those comments about the red light district, you were just right on the noise floor. Now you're up a little bit, so that helped. If they didn't have the amp on, that was the reason. Anyway, good evening to you. Thanks for checking in here. I'm pointed sort of your way. I'm pointed toward Nevada. We're trying to stir up some lost souls up there. Normally we have Richard, KD6BQ, in Wassaw Valley. And lately we've kind of lost Larry. I don't know. Larry's kind of gotten unhappy. When the windstorm came the last time, it twisted his antennas all around. He's functional on 2 and 220, but 220's pointed in the wrong direction. 432's pointed in the wrong direction, but functional. And I think 6 meters is okay, but he just hasn't checked in, so I think he's down in the dumps. Anyway, N7 Whiskey Tango. Larry will give you one last chance. K6MYC. Anybody else in Nevada? How about Stan up there? K7SUN, Stan? No Stan either. And I know Daniel's not on. His antenna's on the ground, so we won't have him. Okay. Good night, Nevada. We're going to go to we're going to go to where are we going? What time is it, Judy?
It is 8:25.
Okay. We should have Bill in here. Bill said he would be free at about 8:15 from his other net, so this should be good. Let me come down for Bill.
You know, Mike, the local weather, they're talking about 2 inches of rain here in Sonora tomorrow, and then high winds, 40-mile-an-hour gusts. So We got to watch our antennas.
Yeah, we're not going to get any more rain until Tuesday at the earliest. Pineapple Express, they say, that's what we're talking about here. Okay, what did it read, Judy?
324.
Oh, 324. Okay, let me move it up a little bit. Let's see. KR6MR, John, are you here?
Roger, Dodger. Good evening, Mike, K6MYC in the group, and Judy. This is KR6MR, Bozo 759.
Yeah, very good.
859?
759. And you must have got, you almost got, you had 3.5 inches as of a couple of days ago or yesterday. A couple of days ago now. So you might have gotten a little bit more. Are you still getting good rain there in Meadow Vista?
It didn't. It sat there and was cloudy all day. It just started to rain about an hour ago. I haven't checked my totals lately to see what the monthly report is.
Yeah, well, my monthly report is the last 7 or 8 months has been 4.5 inches. So here, so we don't have much to report. We didn't get anything measurable in the last one. You're still getting stuff that's measurable up there. Although we're supposed to get some on Tuesday, so we got our fingers crossed for that. Anyway, you're sounding good down here.
Yeah, okay. Looks like today we got 2nd of February, 1.17 inches.
Oh, in February so far, 1.17 in just February. Well, that's, yeah, but you had some leftovers from January, because you started to rain before the end of January came. Anyway, very good. Good to hear you. And, of course, tomorrow night we'll pray for some conditions that are stable. We may be a completely washout, or we may get some unusually good stuff. You never know about 1296. I keep our fingers crossed. Good evening to you, John. KR6MR, Meadow Vista, and then down to Bill, K6MYC.
Go ahead, John.
Yeah, okay, one last little bit. Okay, 3.58 inches for February. So it's a good start for the month. KR6MR to K6MYC and back over to Bill.
Yeah, good start for the year, for heaven's sakes. All right, good. Good deal. Well, let her keep coming, and you guys store it somewhere carefully. Don't let it run out through the San Joaquin Sacramento River there. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, good evening, John, and good evening, Mike, on 6 meters. At times, you're peaking easy S9 a little over, very nice signal, and then it kind of drops off a bit. So, anyway, good evening here on 6 meters. K6MYC, here's K06KD, Bozo 776, and I have not heard Darren, so he's not been up on 2 meters at all, so I have no idea where that guy's at. He's getting less and less out there, so I really don't know what's going on down there at the his household. So anyway, and then also I want to make you aware again to remind you that K6QFO Mike is listening. He's going to try to make it in. If you can just give a shout out for him. Other than that, 7-3 for now. Have a good evening. We'll look for you in the morning. KO650.
Okay. I'll go for QFO right now. In this direction, if I hear him at all, I'll move the antenna more toward Placerville, but I'm close enough. He should hear this 1500. If he doesn't hear the 1500 pointed at you, he's not gonna make much difference. Over to you, Mike, and you guys keep an ear out too. You let me know if he's in there. K6 Queen Fox Oscar, K6 QFO, the noisy kid, K6MYC. Go ahead, Mike. Gotcha. You're about Q3 to Q4, Mike. K6QFO 613, 613. K6MYC. Good to hear you. Are you enjoying yourself up there in your vacation home? Over.
Mike, right, over here. And thank you so much for the relay here. We'll make a run a quarter-week spike for us out here. So we tried. Thank you so much for the help. I appreciate it very much. 673.
Yeah, ask if you're enjoying yourself up there in your vacation home.
Ask him what he's using for an antenna and power, would you, Bill?
That's great.
Bill, ask him what he's running for antenna and power.
Yeah, first off, he said he's enjoying it, getting away from Silicon Valley. He's running a quarter wave vertical, just a quarter wave vertical. Is that correct, Mike?
Yeah, it's a drive through the quarter wave spike.
Yeah, it's an arrow antenna as a quarter wave spike on 6 meters. Over. And it's vertically polarized.
Oh, vertically polarized, a quarter wave spike on 6 meters, and how much power?
What power are you running, Mike? Oh my goodness. If he yells really loud, he might get 45 watts.
What the heck radio runs 45 watts? I don't even know a radio on 6 meters that only puts out 45. We'll take it, but it sure could be stronger. He went into my noise on the last one. All right, 7-3, Mike, thanks for checking in. Good to hear you from up there. I wish it was a little stronger. Why don't you make a piece of wire into a loop? One quad loop would do just wonders. A piece of wire in the shape of a quad, a full wave loop fed at the bottom. Don't worry about the VSWR, just feed it and you'll be way ahead of where you are. Over.
Did you hear that, Mike? Well, that's more expensive than what Mike said. You get just a quarter wave loop, feed it at the bottom, don't worry about the SWR. You'll be head and shoulders above where you're at now.
Full wave loop.
Yeah, a full wave loop, a full wave. By the way, what are you using that's always giving you 45 watts?
Pro 3. Pro 3. Some more, but
oh, see, there's a problem. Okay, very good. 7-3's on, Mike. We'll catch you back over on Simplex later. Okay, Mike, he's running a Pro 3 that's not really putting out full power. He says that there's another antenna that they're just coming out with. It's a combination loop for 6 and I think it's 10. And he said for $300 he was thinking about getting something like that and putting it up. Over.
Oh, well, save your $300, spend $5 for wire and a connector, and you can have a quad loop for 6. That's ridiculous. $300 for a piece of wire that works on 6 antennas is insane.
Yeah, Mike is he said it's an ARRL. ARRL is selling them. I didn't know that they were into selling radio antennas now, but anyway, I'll convey to him the $5 for a wire and a connector, and he'll be in like Flint.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Thank you, Bill. Thank you. And I hear KD6SW underneath you guys on CW, so let me move the antenna a little bit more toward Reading, and we'll see if we can get KD6SW in here. We got him in here already. What does it say?
330.
Okay, that should be pretty close, Rich. This should be pretty close. KD6 Sugar Whiskey, Reading. Reading. Go ahead. K6MYC. Over.
WB6, JNP.
I hear KD6SW. Roger. Thank you, Rich. Thank you for checking in. KD6SW Reading, K6MYC, and I hear you, Dane 107. Seven three, Rich. Go ahead, Dane. WB6JNP, K6MYC.
Okay, Mike. Nothing new to report from Core School. It's, just normal stuff. So we were out working on different antenna projects today, and I was inspired about the quad loop on 6. So that may be one of the new projects.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. Little pieces of stick or branch that you could find locally out of a pine tree would give you some cross members. Make a X and then string wire around the end of it. You need about 5 feet on each side, maybe a smidgen more than 5 feet, maybe 61, 62 inches, and then trim the bottom end of it until it matches. That's all. It's real simple, but it's horizontal and it gives you bidirectional gain, and it's quite effective, horizontally polarized when fed at the bottom or top.
Yeah, like I said, I'm running a dipole now and really didn't put a whole lot of effort into that. So, anything we can do to improve it.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking of something he can build with something he can probably find on the ground laying around. He probably can find 20 feet of wire somewhere there. Clothesline or something. Or fence wire or anything he can make that quad loop out of. It'll be better than a vertical whip he's got up. Just getting horizontal would make a huge difference, but the quad loop is so easy. Rather than screw around with a dipole, unless you've got the tubing, you might as well just make a wire loop. You can hang it up in the air, and you only need the cross member and hang up a corner. Doesn't even have to be perfectly shaped. Over.
Oh yeah, anything that resonates, that's about all you have to worry about. I was thinking, the difference in vertical, horizontal, basically 21 dB. And years ago, I was doing some work on some antennas for a radar cross-section system, and I had a chance on C-band to actually look at that, and we're using a chamber at Hughes, and we rolled the antenna, and we did a 90-degree offset, and you could actually see, the old saying, if it's 45 degrees off, it's only 3 dB down. But the problem is that it's the next 45 degrees that basically takes a nosedive. So, it was kind of a fun thing, and I've still got the plot around somewhere.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. You could be 45 degrees off. You could be tilted one way or the other at 45 degrees, and you're both vertical and horizontal, and only 3 dB down from either one. But, boy, you go further than 45 degrees, it drops off like a rock. And, if you really have a clean system, like in a chamber, you can get in excess of 20 or 21 dB. You can get 30 if you're really careful. Any reflections, though, but 30 dB down is hard to not get something, unless you've got RF absorbing walls on your chamber. All right. Thanks for that bit of history in the Hughes labs there, Dane. WB6JNP, K6MYC. Anybody else now while I'm pointed in this direction for 6 meters? K6MYC, Bozo Net.
I always like the grid antennas because those gave you much 21 dB. They were, great for that. Anyway, K6MYC, WB6JNP.
Yes, they were. Okay, who was the breaker? Go ahead, try it again. KJ6K FB, K6MYC. Go ahead, Darren.
Yeah, a little bit rough path tonight, but I heard you in there. Thought I'd give a quick check-in and let you carry on.
Well, yeah, I'm pointed a little bit north of you. I'm pointing at 230 instead of 220, or 330 instead of 320. So you're down, but we got you 756. Thank you, Darren. And Bill didn't know where you were, so he didn't know if you were in here or not. Thanks very much for checking in, Darren. Over.
Oh, very good. Yeah, I've been busy and tuned in. So, carry on. There's somebody else out there. I couldn't catch who it was. I think I've partially doubled with him. But carry on, Mike.
We got you. No, I got both transmissions from both of you there. Let's see if there's anybody else beside Darren and Dane in here. QRZ Bozo Net, 6 meters, K6MYC listening.
Bozo 1013, WA6HNA.
Well, hi, Greg. WA6HNA, big booming signal from you this evening. You must be up in the air with something.
Yeah, it's my 160-meter loop. It's up about 100 feet, but it works great on 40 meters, but apparently it works on 6.2. Back to you, Mike.
Yeah, well, it's working in this direction. You probably got lobes hanging out in every direction, but you're certainly a good backup here for this check-in, Bart, anyway. Great to hear you. And I imagine you've been getting so much rain, you haven't been getting much done up there, huh?
Yeah, we had a good rain over the weekend, although it was kind of a light rain. I think it was only a little over an inch, inch and a half, something like that. And I guess tomorrow's going to be a walloper. That's the story.
Well, we're hoping for it. We keep hearing about these wallopers. So far, we've had 0.05 inches in this last storm.
Oh, yeah. Well, it seemed to have a very sharp southern edge to it, and we were in it for a while, then out of it, and back in it. So, our numbers were, like 1/4 of what was happening up around Chico.
Yeah, they were getting 3 and 4 and 5 inches up there, no question. Well, even in Meadow Vista, where KR6MR is, he's gotten over 3 inches just in February here.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's only 3 days, so very good. Yeah, it definitely, well, it's the old typical atmospheric river, like the first two. They just about missed Groveland completely, so we got a little bit of rain. We're just on that ratty southern edge, so I'm sure that didn't bode well for you and Rob and Frank down there.
Yeah, we didn't get much. Little tiny fingers would pass over. They give us clouds, but nothing came out of it. Sometimes it would wet the concrete. That would be about the best of it. All right, great to hear you, Greg. And I look forward to hearing you on Wednesday, perhaps, with something. WA6HNA, K6MYC, 73 for now.
All right, 73, Mike, WA6HNA.
And anybody else in the Sacramento direction, anybody else hearing me, K6MYC. N6RO, I could be off of you a little bit, but you should hear me, Ken, over.
K6MYC, N6RO, Bozo 835. Temperature range was 50 to 61, and we got significant cloud cover and rain about 20 miles to the west of us, so it's going to be a wet night eventually. And what else here? My 222 bad connection is now permanently bad. No matter what I do with the coax, wriggle it around. In fact, I lowered my MI-40 tower today because the big wind's predicted tomorrow, and I couldn't get the SWR is still infinite. It's an open circuit. But one of these days we'll get it going. K6MYC, N6RO.
Yeah, fine, Ken. Well, at least you're giving it a try. We did listen for you on 222, and I was hoping you might get enough of a half a word I could tell you were in there. I was listening for Kate, and then having it arc over and go away, but it didn't even get that much. So there you are. All right. Well, I'm glad that I can hear you on this band anyway. Thanks for trying, and we'll see you tomorrow night on 1296 with your smoker there. We always work you. It's sometimes not the bodacious signal we'd like, but we'll take it. Have you heard any more from your who is his? Is his name Steve, or who is it that has the app?
It's John Stanford.
John, yes. Any more from him?
Of course not.
Of course not. So he's either working on it and being quiet about it, or he isn't working on it and being quiet about it.
Yeah, I think it's the latter. He claims he's got too much of a workload, but why doesn't he hire somebody to help?
Well, the other thing that's worrisome is why so many things are failing.
actually, he did say that the input-output relays are a common failure. So that's all I know.
Oh, okay. Output relay, huh?
Input or output. There's two of them.
Okay. Well, that's easy to solve. Relays can be replaced pretty quickly.
Yeah. But the relays are inside this soldered shut shielded box, which I think is the tricky part there. And he's experienced in doing that, evidently. We'll find out.
Yeah, that always not good when you shoot yourself in the foot making stuff that's quasi-questionable, putting it into an inaccessible place. I've got an amp like that here, made by Commander. It can have the simplest little thing going bad, like a blown rectifier in the high voltage side, and it takes you 2 hours just to get the covers off and see where the parts are, much less get them out and replaced. Over.
That may be the case. That's why my engineer didn't want to tackle it with the enclosure there. So, anyway, maybe we'll have it by June.
Yeah, okay. Okay on dinner and temperature. We had a little bit, I don't know what our temperature was today. It didn't get real warm because we didn't have much sun. It wasn't bad. Yesterday was glorious. We were probably up in the mid-70s easily. Glorious with sun all day and very nice and warm. Judy rode around and I rode around on the ATV and then did some hiking, light hiking around on the hilltops. Just really pretty and really warm and nice. And it was wonderful. Today was cooler and I was in town, so I don't think she went out very much, but it wasn't bad. The cats didn't mind it, but the sun wasn't out much. 7-3, we'll see you tomorrow night. KN6 Radio Oscar, K6MYC.
Do that. And howdy to Judy. We'll see you tomorrow with the monstrous 10 watts.
Have a good night and stay dry.
For the wind.
N6, BCC.
I'm sure the tower would take it fully extended, but I'm not going to tempt it. N6RO.
Okay, Judy broke in, but you hadn't unkeyed the mic. She said, have a good day and stay dry. Okay, somebody else called in also while you were transmitting. Who was that? Go ahead.
November 6th, Bravo, Charlie, Charlie.
Yeah, hi, Merle. N6BCC, I was expecting to hear you. I haven't heard old Brett over there for quite a while. He must be out of town or something. But you've been quite consistent here. I'm still using the red light treatments, and while it hasn't cured the ankle, it's not bad. It seems like the pain is moving. You know, where it hurts one day, it's not there the next day. It's hurting somewhere else. So I suspect my aged damage in that ankle is gradually healing, but it's taking a while. But I have nothing but patience because I got no other choices. Over.
Hey, Roger. Well, if it's helping some, that's the main thing right there. I know my fingers are doing better the more I use it on me. I do know Brett's he's been down with a flu bug for the past week. And, in fact, I've kind of got it now myself. I didn't go into work today because of it, but I got to go tomorrow. Got to interview a guy, but my replacement. But, yeah. But, yeah, as long as it's working and stuff. My dog, like I said, you never know. Bonnie ever had IVDD. I mean, she's back to like her old youthful self again, so I swear by that thing. In fact, about 3 other people I know took and bought the same doggone thing and are using it too, and they're starting to see some relief on their aches and pains, so that's a good thing. And good evening there, Judy, and for the number 134, get that out of the way. Back over to you, Mike. K6MYC, N6BCC.
Yeah, I'm glad you got that out of the way. I just given her the number. And then I accidentally moved the mic and keyed it on one of your ones, but I think she got it 1134. Thank you, Merle. And I'm glad that your wiener dog puppy is hanging in there and feeling better, so that's good. I think this is getting better. It just, the last couple of days I've been a little herky-jerky. I missed one day of treatment. I did give myself a treatment today, was it, Judy? Yeah, late today at the end of the day. And the ankle feels pretty good right now. It doesn't always feel any better or any worse after the treatment. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So it's really hard to evaluate. Anyway, I'm keeping it up, and it seems to be overall getting a little better, and it wasn't doing that. It was going the other way, so I'm sure it's helping, and I appreciate you even mentioning it and the fact that I have it here. I think it's, on the long term, it's going to help us with a lot of things, a lot of little aches and pains here.
Matt is going to start using it tomorrow.
Oh, Matt's going to try to use it where? On his...
ankle.
Oh, he's got an ankle, too. Okay. My son's got an ankle, too. So I'll have to charge it tonight then. Very good. Thanks, Brett. Good to hear you. And I imagine usually when I'm pointed toward you and all, I should also hear John in here. So let's see if KO6G Delta Juliet Japan is in here. How about you, John? Are you here? K6MYC in the Bozo Net. Over.
KO6 DGJ, John in Brentwood. Yes, sir. Good evening to the both of you.
I hear you. Can you squeak out your Bozo number a couple of times? Over.
Yes, sir. Bozo number is 1145. 1145. QSL?
QSL 1145. Got it all okay. Thank you. Good to hear you over there. And let's see if Merle's got anything further, and then we'll get it back over to you for your final. Anything other to report on there, Merle? Well, how are you doing for rain in Modesto? You probably didn't get much more than we did, right, Merle?
Well, we didn't get no rain yet today. It's supposed to come in tonight, and then it's supposed to be rainy tomorrow and cleared up a little bit Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday supposed to be rain. I'm looking forward to it. So that's about it. We did have a little bit this weekend, but that was about it.
Well, when you say a little bit, did it wet the concrete or was it measurable? We didn't get anything from Thursday through today. We got a total of maybe 0.05 inches. It wet the concrete a couple of times, but that was it. Over.
Oh, we probably got a quarter inch, maybe a little bit more. It was pretty good. It was enough where I couldn't do my yards again. They're getting bad.
Oh, okay. Any excuse is better than nothing.
Well, you got that right. So, all righty there, Mike. I'll let you guys go ahead and go so you can get on there with John and everybody else there. And I'm glad that laser's working good for you. So you and Judy have a great evening. So we will catch you later on. K6MYC and 6BCC.
Roger, Merle. Thank you very much for being there consistently. Hopefully you'll feel better, and the bug will leave you quickly, and you'll get your replacement lined up there too, so you can be more retired. Hi.
Footloose and fancy free.
Yeah, footloose and fancy free, as Judy says. See you later. N6 BCC, K6MYC, and then back over to you again, John. KO6 Delta Germany Juliet, K6MYC. Go ahead, John.
Roger. KO6 DGJ. Yeah, I spent the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday down in Lemoore, Hanford area. And Sunday, it got really nice and toasty warm. I got sunburnt on my face.
Well, shoot, yes, it was bright and sunny all day Sunday. Sunday was a glorious day here as well. Today was warmer, not as warm as Sunday, but nice, and but it wasn't sunny. The sun tried all day to come through, and it sort of did, but not with any consistency. Anyway, good to hear you up there, and thanks for being there, John. K06DGJ, K6MYC, clear and listening for your final, John. Over.
Roger. Okay, 73s to the both of you. Have a great week. We'll talk to you later. K6MYC, KO6DGJ.
Yeah, Roger, and one of these days we hope to hear you on 2 meters.
Yeah, one of these days.
Okay. See you later. K6MYC now moving into the Bay Area. Bay Area, Bozo Net. What does it say?
301.
301. I gotta go further yet. Okay. How about now? 286?
288.
288. Okay, it's close enough in the Bay Area. K6MYC, Bozo Net, Bay Area. Over.
I'm not in the Bay Area, but I'd like to check in. KJ6TYO 1009.
You certainly can do that, Ron. You're welcome to check in anytime. KJ6TYO. Good evening. Big booming signal here, and great to hear you. I know you have to probably get off to bed, right?
That is correct. 4 a.m. start time. So yeah, we'll head for the bed. So all right, Mike. Thanks. KJ6TYO 1009.
Okay. Thanks for being there, listening, and checking in. Imagine you heard a few of those folks that were checking in tonight. Up.
Yep, I can hear some of them guys.
Okay. Funny, we're not getting any responses out of the Bay Area. That's let's see, Jim, W6PQL, are you up there? Are you back, Jim?
Yeah, I'm here. K6MYC, W6TQL, 1296 for Judy, although she knows.
Well, she knows. She jumped right over to the paper and was writing you down, so she must have finally figured out that your number's 1296, Jim, over.
Yeah, no. That's so funny. Okay. Well, I'm just in and out, Mike. I'm going to get a head start on some sleep here. 73s, K6MYC, W6PQL.
Yeah, okay. And good luck with your wife tomorrow when you go into the hospital. Hopefully they'll have some good news for you there. See you later. We'll see you tomorrow, hopefully on 1296, Jim, and you could give us a light recap there. W6PQL, K6MYC, clear. Thank you. And we got your 52. Your CW is weak, but very Q5. Thank you. Okay, QRZ Bay Area, Bozo Net, 6 meters, 50.140. I'm sure if you're on the band here, you know what frequency we're on. K6MYC, listening. Well, I heard a thump.
KW6S.
Well, there you are. What happened to you on 220?
Oh, well, KW6S 610. Well, the group from the 10-meter net, we got going a little bit afterwards trying to troubleshoot an antenna, and we had kind of a round table antenna, step IR antenna controller troubleshooting extravaganza that went on till just a few minutes ago.
Okay, well, pick up the 222, Mike, and yell out your number, and then we can check you in. The radio's up and listening for you, over.
Very good. It's the same radio set, so I have to switch modes.
Roger. Okay, what was the call? You were kind of muffled and mushy, but it was probably because I had the audio turned down so far. Try it again.
Yeah, this is WA6JK and Kevin and Gilroy. Just want to let you know I'm on frequency.
Yeah, WA6JKN. Good evening again, Kevin and Gilroy. And I forgot the number, though, so you should say it louder this time. I had the audio turned down because I was trying to hear Tom over there on 222, so I had the 6-meter audio turned down. Over.
Roger, Roger. 1053, 1053, 1053.
Okay, Judy's got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, she says thank you. And you're sounding good here on 6. Good to have you in here on a consistent basis. 1053. If I hear it a few more times, it'll stick, and I'll remember it for 45 milliseconds. Over.
Yeah, QSL. The more I say it, the more I remember it too.
Well, usually I try to tie it to a call sign somewhere, 1153, and somehow I try to make a connection between that and WA6JKN and Gilroy, but those numbers all just haven't clicked yet, but it'll happen. What are you running on 6 here? I've forgotten. Over.
I'm running a 7610, driving a Mercury Lux amplifier about 1 kilowatt into a hex beam pointed in your general direction.
Oh, well, it's not bodacious, but certainly adequate for a nice signal from Gilroy there. The kilowatt helps. If you didn't have the kilowatt, I'd be struggling. Over.
Keys 1063, Mike, not 11.
Okay, I heard you, John. I put you in there already because I knew you were floating around. So I think you're checked in. Hang on a second, John. And let's finish up with Kevin and Gilroy, and then we'll probably hear KW6S. We got Tom already, but we'll finish up with him over there in Santa Cruz as well. So back to you, Kevin, and you can probably hear Tom checking in here as well, I'm sure. You guys should hear yourself on each other on 6 meters here. KWA6JKN, Gilroy. K6MYC in the group.
Yeah, okay, Mike. Yeah, I did hear Tom. Tom, are you copying me okay? This is WA6JKN, Kevin and Gilroy.
WA6JKN, KW6S. Oh, I hear you really good. Much better than last night. Although when you turn the antenna around, it did pretty good. WA6JKN, KW6S.
Oh yeah, you got a big signal there, Tom. So glad I'm making it. So I guess you're probably kind of on the back of the hex beam there. So that's good to know that it works that way. So there you go. All is well here, Mike. Back to you, K6MYC, WA6JKN. Thank you for letting me get in here.
No problem. I want you in here. We want you in it. You don't have to thank me. I'm happy that you're in here. Let's get it over to Lee. Let's see if Lee is out there tonight in Watsonville. How about it, Lee? AF6 United with WA6JKN and KW6S surrounding you, K6MYC. No Lee tonight. I guess he said he was going to be flaky, didn't he, Tom?
I thought he was going to be here. He wasn't on our 10-meter net earlier, I don't think. I got into that a little bit late, but I don't think he checked into the earlier net either.
Oh, well, that may be that he's not feeling well or he's got another project going or something. No sweat. I'll take another standby. I still should be able to hear Bay Area stations if they want to check in. WA6AXX, WB6JNN, K6KLY, KT2G, WB6WNI, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, to name a few. Where are you guys? K6MYC Bozo Net, 6 meters. Boy, 6 meters has gotten, I think people are just losing interest in this band. It's because of FT8, I think.
Mike, I did see one of the contests. They separated out sideband from FT8 now. The CQ VHF contest.
Well, good. I hope the ARRL picks up on that and does the same thing for the June contest. If we get rid of FT8 in there, that would be really helpful.
Yeah, the July CQ Worldwide VHF contest sideband CW on the 5th and digital, which would be FT8 on July 19th and 20th.
Good. That's exactly what AWL should do, split it by a week or two. Probably 2 weeks, because usually field day is a week in between. Very good news. Hopefully AWL will pick up on that.
Yeah, I have to put my stuff on my calendar, and I put them both on.
Well, you can work both of those, and that would be nice. A lot of guys want to work both modes, but when FT8 is so easy, it's a lazy man's way, but it just screws up the multiples, and I don't think they get the overall count that they would normally get if they would leave it go on phone. And it certainly would be a jumble when it opens up worldwide, over.
Yeah, and I need 2 more states on 6 meters for worked all states, and I'll take them anywhere I can get them.
I bet you need Nevada and Utah, right?
No, I need Rhode Island and New Jersey. Or no, Rhode Island and Delaware.
Well, Delaware's off the map now. I think Biden moved to California, didn't he?
I don't know. I don't think he's a ham.
I'm kidding you. He probably took all of his cronies with him. I don't know. Delaware, I don't know if I've ever worked anybody in the state of Delaware. What's the call sign? Is that a W3?
You know, I don't remember. I've got it in all the other states, including 160. So those are my last 2 on 6 meters.
I guess I've mentally written off the state of Delaware. The only use for Delaware is to make a corporation that can operate without any other restrictions. A lot of people do Delaware corporations, isn't that it?
Yeah, that was, there was no charge to do it, and no in-state tax.
Yeah. That's your only claim to fame. Otherwise, you might as well push it off into the Atlantic.
Yeah, and I think you could do a corporation in a day.
Something like that, yeah. Okay. Well, listen, let's take one more standby, and I think we should probably go south, see if we can find anybody down south of Fresno area here. We'll get out of here, and we'll catch you on 1296 tomorrow night. Maybe you and even JKN. Kevin, we could use your signal on 1296 too, even though it's only 10 watts. Over.
Yeah, I'll give it a try, and we'll see how it goes. It's by the time I get RF to the feed point, it's probably about 3 watts.
Well, that's kind of typical, though, but it's amazing how well 3 watts will work. We've worked you before over there.
Yeah, we sure did, so I'll give it a good old college try.
Okay, that'll be good, and it'll be interesting to see if Tom can hear you. Tom only runs a measly 600 over there.
Well, that's pretty substantial compared to what I'm running.
Yeah, you should hear him. He probably gets at least half of that to the feed, don't you, Tom?
Not quite. I think I've got about 4 dB of feed line loss. But I have worked WA6JKN on 1296 before.
Yeah, okay, good. So he's worked you, Tom. Kevin. Very good, guys.
Oh, you got a good memory there, Tom.
Oh, he's got a good logbook.
I log everything.
There you go. All right. 7-3, guys. One last call. Anybody else in the Bay Area that wants to check in on the Bozo Net before we go south and call it for the night? K6MYC Bozo. Okay. Well, of course, Gold won, but not by much. We got 3 here. You got, we didn't even get Dave in here tonight. We still won. Really something, huh, Rob? Is Rob down eating dinner?
No, just falling asleep. AM6SR.
Yeah, I'm going south to 150. We might have Ian in here. we probably won't hear KB6RQU because he isn't fixed yet. But we might hear Kerry, although Kerry can check in anywhere. Haven't heard Kerry much of any place lately. He hasn't even been sending very many blogs, so maybe he's tied up with something. What does that say?
150, 140, 143, 150.
Okay, this should be pretty close to the middle of the San Joaquin Valley. QRZ South. QRZ 6-meter Bozo Net. Anybody, please. Kilowatt 6 Mike, Yankee, Charlie, and the group. I guess we've done it for tonight. How many you got, Judy?
Hey, Mike, did you get Tom checking in on 222?
Yes, I got him. Did you put Tom on 222?
Yes, I had
610, yeah.
14 on 222.
And we've got 14 on that band and 24 on this band.
Roger on 222. Let me count 6-meter. I've only got 23 on this band.
23, okay. Did you hear John check in?
Yeah, 711, yep.
Okay, I wonder who we got that you don't have. 1153 was Kevin. You got him, right?
Roger.
Well, now, who in the hell could we have gotten that you missed? Did you get John up there, KO60GJ?
Let me look here and see. What was his call sign again? What was his number?
I think it's 1145, isn't that, John? KD?
Yes.
K06 Delta Golf Juliet.
Yeah, I got him.
Yeah, we got that. Okay.
1134 Merrill.
And then Merrill 1134, and then it went up to N6RO.
Yep, got him.
KJ6 KFB did check in. He was very light. 756.
Yeah, I got Darren.
759, 776.
Hang on a minute, 759. I didn't get John.
Get John. KR6MR was in. And we did get KD6SW 145 from Redding.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm okay. I wasn't looking wrong spot. Yeah, I got both of those too. Plus 613 Mike.
613 Mike was in, yes, sir, from Placerville. We did get, I did not hear K6 Whiskey India Sugar, the one this band.
Yeah, no 637. I don't have them either.
Okay, Judy, did you say you did not get?
I did get 613.
Yeah, 613, that's QFO. Okay, and then nobody out of Nevada on either band. I don't know who you might have missed there. Oh, well, LOL was in here, 856. Did you get him?
Let me look. I got him on the, wait a minute. Yeah, hang on. Yeah, I got him. He was after Phil.
Yeah, Phil was in, and then WA6HNA 1113.
Yep, I got him. You called him Eric.
WV6GVS was one of the first ones here.
Yep, I got Ben.
.727 Mike was in.
Yep, got him.
Oh, 982 was, yeah, he got Durrell.
Yep, and then me, and then Aaron and Brittany.
Yeah, so maybe we just counted wrong.
Did you hear anybody out in the South Valley?
No. I'm just trying to think if there was anybody around here that checked in. We got Aaron and his wife. We got John. We got
Bill, Dave,
Daryl, and LOL Dave. 7-Eleven. Hey, she's got me. Do you have my 47 in there?
Yep, that's always on there.
Okay. Well, we can just have Judy read down through the list. It doesn't take that long to get through 20 some over.
Okay.
Okay, I got you at 432, 694, 727, 982.
I don't think you've got the mic key.
Check.
Yeah, the copy.
He's setting meters here. After 982 is 1079, 1100, 711, 884, 856, 759, check.
Roger, got him.
613, 776, 145, 107, 756, check.
Okay, I didn't have Bill in there, 776.
We got you covered. Everybody's good. Have a good night.
Roger, thanks, Judy. And K6MI Mike, 7-3, guys.
Okay, good night, Rob. Good night, Aaron and Noel, and whoever else might be listening here. We'll see you guys tomorrow, maybe on 1296. All that they're listening here should be on 1296. Hopefully we'll do better than we did on 222 tonight. Okay, 6MYC will be quiet.
Hey, Mike, real quick, there was a message from KB6WFC in the chat. He wasn't able to check in tonight because it's raining and his antenna got blown to the northeast, and so apparently he couldn't point it in your direction.
Yeah, okay, well, I guess he didn't even try, huh?
That's what it sounded like.
Okay, well, if he doesn't key the mic, I won't put him down.
Yep, that's what I figured, but just letting you know that he's got antenna problems up there.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for that.
Yep, and hey, we've been trying to boost your numbers on 222. Between Rob, me, and my wife, that's so 3 guaranteed check-ins. I don't know about everybody else, but we're trying to help.
Yeah, well, the 222 thing is suffering. It hasn't got a lot of draw from people. People that even got on there and sold. I know Mike, WA6AAJ, and AA6S have gotten off of 222. So we lost 2 right there, which doesn't make any sense, but I guess they just didn't want to have all that expensive equipment tied up. But they could have stayed low power anyway.
Yep, exactly. But okay, we'll catch you on 1296 tomorrow, and we'll say goodnight to everybody on YouTube. K6USY.
Good night, Aaron.